Altcoins have the potential to absolutely explode and make you a ton of money. Today we're going to be looking at 3 different cryptocurrencies, one small, one medium, and one large market cap cryptocurrency that have the potential to explode in 2021. Hey guys, my name is Sheldon Evans, welcome back, or if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on all of the bell notifications. As you know, YouTube does gatekeep a lot of the cryptocurrency content here on YouTube, so unless you let them know that you want to see this type of content, you're going to miss out on this information. So to start off, we're going to start off with bird.money, and I must let you know that we're starting off with the highest risk, but also potentially highest reward cryptocurrency out of the list that we're going to go through today. Now, I always say do your own research before purchasing or looking into any of these cryptocurrencies, as they have the potential to absolutely collapse, but they also have the potential to skyrocket. And we're starting off with bird.money because it is the lowest market cap of the list, with $4.5 or $4.3 million right now, making it a gem if it does actually explode. To do a 100x from where it is right now, it's $64. It simply has to get to $400 million. And while that is a lot of money, it does have the potential to do that based on what it's attempting to achieve. Now, they launched not too long ago, and you can see they've been having a pretty solid run so far since the beginning of December, all the way starting at around $4 up to around $64. They've done more than a 10x already, but at a $4 million market cap, they're very, very small. But be aware, it's still small enough to make you lose money if it does move in the downward direction. So to understand why I believe this has the potential to explode, you have to understand that I'm super bullish on Oracle type projects. Now, bird.money is not only an Oracle type project, but also integrates that with the lending platforms that we have in DeFi. So bird.money leverages the power of its off-chain Oracle analytics to provide an on-chain protocols with trust data combined with a lending platform, allowing you to safely maximize borrowing while gaining access to additional digital assets. Now, if you understand how lending works in DeFi, there is no sort of trust score or trust basis based on how much you're able to borrow. So someone with 10 Ethereum in their wallet and someone with 100 Ethereum in their wallet will have the access to the same amount to borrow. Now, that isn't a fair system, although it does make it a trustless system because everyone is on an equal playing field. It doesn't work well in the long-term lookout because some people have more money and have more trust than others, and therefore should be allowed to borrow more than others that don't have that same trust. Now, what bird.money aims to do is give every Ethereum address a trust score that will essentially prove how well that Ethereum address has been working within the DeFi ecosystem. So, have they been paying back their loans? Have they been involved in any rug pulls? Have they been involved in any scams? These are all aspects that go into creating a trust score that is then associated with that specific Ethereum address. This is an essential part to DeFi that provides a real-world use case for this type of project. One of the main issues that we have right now is the rampant run of crypto scams all across the internet and all across DeFi. This is why projects like TrustSwap are so essential to providing trust and safety to the cryptocurrency world. One of the main things that I aim to do with this YouTube channel, as you know, is to bring mass adoption to cryptocurrency. I'm not here to preach to the choir and tell everyone about cryptocurrency who already knows about it. Yes, that does play a small role, but the main goal here is to get as many people involved with cryptocurrency as I possibly can, because I truly do believe in the future of the system. And in order for that to happen, and in order for more people to come into cryptocurrency and get involved with it, we need these real world use cases, and we need ways to bring traditional finance to the cryptocurrency or the decentralized finance world. And products like this will help with exactly that. The trust score is essentially working as a credit score would in the traditional finance world. So some people have access to more credit than others because they've proven themselves to the system that they're borrowing that money from. Now, in cryptocurrency, because there's no human or there's no human element, there's not really a person that you can prove your trustworthiness to. Instead, you need to prove that to a system. And the only way to do that is to look at the history of your Ethereum address or the address that you're using to interact with these protocols and these systems to then develop a trust score. So you'll be able to borrow more assets with less collateral. Bird Lending is a non-custodial digital asset lending and borrowing platform. It is based on the Compound protocol with altered asset pools and the use of Bird Plus to increase access to extra funds on top of the current collateralized debt positions. offered by Compound Finance, or Aave. So as a borrower, you would receive extra bird tokens as extra collateral in addition to the funds that you initially want to borrow. And the amount of those tokens will then obviously be determined based on the trust history or the trust score of that Ethereum address that you're looking to borrow from. And they do this with the help of the Bird off-chain Oracle analytics. And this is where the Oracle part of the Bird.money project comes into play. Now, if you understand what an Oracle is, essentially all it is doing is connecting off-chain data with on-chain data. So if something happens off-chain in the real world and we need to prove that to the blockchain, that is where an Oracle comes into play and connects those two parts. So it takes that data, it translates it into something that the blockchain can understand, and then sends it through. And that would be essential in something like this that is bringing traditional finance to decentralized finance, so that we can analyze real world activity that is happening to then provide additional data to the blockchain. For example, let's say that you get paid in cryptocurrency as an employee by your employer. You would need to send that data to the blockchain in order to improve your trust score. So regular payments to an Ethereum address would then also increase the trust score of that Ethereum address. And if you want to see what the trust score of your Ethereum address is right now, you can actually go to app.bird.money and enter your Ethereum address and see what your current bird rating is. Now, you can do this with any Ethereum address. You can do this with contract Ethereum addresses, your own personal Ethereum address, or pretty much any address you can find. You can just paste it in here and check out the trust score. And right now, while this is only a demo, from what I understand, they do have somewhat of a working product already, and they're looking to make major partnerships right now to improve the platform. And again, as I've said, it is still a very new project, so make sure that you do your own research, as I can see that the team is currently anonymous, although they do have some business development faces that are working as the face of the project right now. The actual developers and team behind it are currently anonymous. But from the looks of their roadmap, they do have some interesting things planned for Q1 2021, as well as throughout the rest of the year. And it also looks like they have locked liquidity and the team tokens have been locked as well, so there is less of a risk for a rug pull, although you need to understand the risk before entering anything like this. I suggest that you take a look at their Medium page, medium.com/bird-money, and you'll be able to find their blog with all the updates and things that they have planned, as well as a walkthrough video of the platform that they're currently working on. These kinds of projects excite me because they do exactly what I said at the beginning of this video, and that is bring real-world mass adoption to cryptocurrency. And if there's anything that we need right now, it's exactly that. It's the adoption of real-world, regular old people coming into cryptocurrency and using it in a way that isn't too complicated and scares them away. Right now, we're in a cryptocurrency boom very similar to that of the internet boom many years ago. So if you're watching this channel right now and you're watching these videos, understand that you're at the beginning of a revolution. Another thing that I want to speak about is the amount of tokens that are involved in this project. So right now we have 140,000 tokens, or 140,000 bird tokens available, which would be the max supply, therefore making the price of the token quite high. Now there's quite a lot of psychology that goes into the price of different cryptocurrencies. So by this having a lower supply, it means the actual price per token is able to get much higher than if it had a larger total circulating supply, like Ethereum or XRP, for example, that have huge circulating supplies, therefore making the price of the token much, much smaller. So there can be a perceived idea of value here that I urge you to look at when looking at these different types of cryptocurrency. For example, because Bitcoin supply is actually quite low, only at a maximum of 21 million, the price of Bitcoin can be incredibly high. Although if the supply of Bitcoin was much, much higher, you'd be able to have the same market cap or the same amount of value invested, but the actual price per token would be a lot less. So there's two ways that you can go with this. You can either go with a token that has a huge supply and, for example, has a price of a couple cents per token. Therefore, the psychology behind that would be people thinking that, sure, if Bitcoin could reach $20,000 or $40,000, maybe this token can reach $1, $2, maybe $10 from its current micro price of 1 or 2 cents. Although the other end of that, you could look at a token that has a price of, let's say, $400 or $500 or maybe even $60 like this right now, and you could think in your head, perhaps if Bitcoin could reach $40,000 or Ethereum could reach $2,000, then maybe this could reach $1,000 or $2,000. So there's a lot of psychology that goes into the actual pricing and circulating supply of these tokens. So think about that when you're investing in these things. Next up is Travala, another token with an incredible real-world use case. Travala has a market cap of around $55 million, so about 10 times that of the bird token that we just spoke about right now. So you can understand how it would be easier for a smaller cryptocurrency to do a 10x to get to a market cap of this versus this doing a 10x getting to a market cap of $550 million. Now, what is Ava or Travala? Well, essentially Ava is the native token for the platform Travala.com, which is a booking and sort of travel platform that allows you to book hotels, cars, plane tickets, and so on with cryptocurrency. Yes, you can pretty much buy everything you'd need to travel using cryptocurrency, and many of the cryptocurrencies at that. So again, this provides fantastic real-world use case by integrating the real world with the blockchain. Each and every booking on this platform interacts with the Ava token. Whether you're booking a hotel or a plane ticket, or you're buying through a credit card or cryptocurrency, you always need the native Ava token in order to do this, or it is converted into the native Ava token in order to process that transaction. Now you can go ahead and interact with their platform and actually book hotels, homes, and flights right now if you visit this website. And you can do that with cryptocurrency, meaning that this is a full working platform with real world use case that is currently being used. There's no potential here. There's no idea that this could possibly be something in the future. It's working right now. People are using it and it's gaining mass adoption. Now, from what I understand, Travala aims to be a one-stop shop for pretty much everything you need with regard to travel. So as you can see right now, they've got activities planned. So I assume that would be certain travel activities like paragliding and hiking and going on yachts and so on, which I assume you'd be able to book right through the platform, just as you can with hotels and vehicles. So right now they have a ton of different ways that you can actually book through their platform using the actual Ava token or a variety of other different cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Chainlink, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Swipe, pretty much everything you can imagine. You can book through Travala.com as well as through a regular credit card. So they're not only catering to the cryptocurrency world, but they're catering to everyone else as well. Now the key here is that by doing so, they're able to bring people who maybe have never used cryptocurrency before or considered using it to do things like book their hotels and book their traveling. And they bring them to the platform with the regular idea that they'd be able to use their credit card or their fiat to purchase these things. And then they introduce them to the option of paying through cryptocurrency, therefore bringing cryptocurrency to the world. They're doing great things for cryptocurrency with this platform. Now, while this is great and it may bring real world mass adoption to crypto and to travel and to paying for things with your cryptocurrency, what they're really doing right now is the number of partnerships they have. Now, I've spoken about this on the channel many times before, that there will never be one cryptocurrency to rule them all. There will never be one cryptocurrency who simply takes over everything else. The projects that look to instead collaborate than compete are the ones that will succeed because they understand the importance of working together and bringing the entire system and the entire world of cryptocurrency forward. So if you visit the partners page on Travala.com, you'll see the mammoth list of partnerships that they're having right now. And pretty much almost every single day, they have a new partnership that they're announcing. And the recent ones include Tezos, CoinGecko.com, Haven, Zilliqa, Milk, Clever, even VeChain as a form of payment. The list goes on and on and on, as well as partnering with companies like Expedia and many different airlines in order to book through these platforms that already exist. And Travala.com is also backed by Binance. And they'll be one of the first platforms to integrate, or the very first platform to integrate Binance Pay. Now, partnerships like this are essential to having a platform like Travala.com grow, because remember, every time this company partners with someone, every single person in that audience of the company they're partnering with or the project they're partnering with is then opened up, or their eyes are opened up to Travala, therefore increasing the eyes and attention on Travala.com. And with a market cap of only $55 billion, this project is still tiny. With what they're aiming to do, it wouldn't surprise me at all if this thing got to $500 million quite easily within the next year or 2 years. Remember, the travel industry is one of the largest industries in the world, generating trillions of dollars in yearly revenue. And right now, while the travel industry is currently struggling, as we know, we're facing this global pandemic, there's so much potential for this, because as the travel industry starts improving and starts opening up again, so too will the platforms, products, and businesses that benefit from the travel industry, for example, Travala.com. Around November last year, I invested in some airline stocks, and since then have made an killing based on the growth on the airline market. Since flights have opened up around the world, and that has improved just slightly compared to where it was before. Now, can you imagine what would happen when the world eventually starts getting back to some sort of normality and these travel industries start exploding once again? We will see projects like this explode. They've also got a massive roadmap for 2021, and that's what we're speaking about in this video. Projects that have the potential to explode this year, not in the distant future, things that are working right now and have the potential to blow up very, very soon. So if you head over to their blog as well, you will be able to see what they have in store for their roadmap this year. Right now, they're looking to have direct integration with Expedia's API to complement their existing integration. So they are working with Expedia.com, which is one of the largest travel booking platforms in the world. world, as well as using the Ava token as a sort of governance token. So you'll be able to hold Ava as a voting mechanism for adding new coins as a payment method. So if you hold Ava, you can vote on changes on the platform. And as we've seen in the past, a governance token is actually a very important use case for growing these platforms and growing them in a decentralized way. If we have many people who are voting on changes to the platform, it provides sort of a democratic way to move forward and vote on changes that need to be made. So as you can tell, I'm quite excited for this. As an avid traveler myself, this is one of the most exciting projects I've seen for 2021. And finally, we have the crypto.com token, something that might have been unexpected, but with a market cap of $1.6 billion, it might seem very large and not have much potential for growth, but hear me out. Crypto.com is not some run-of-the-mill cryptocurrency exchange. They are working on things that have the potential to change the way we use crypto right now. They don't only function as a cryptocurrency exchange, as a fiat on-ramp for getting your regular money into the cryptocurrency world. They also have a range of products that are looking to enhance and improve the way that we use and spend cryptocurrency. So firstly, they're launching their own public blockchain, the crypto.com chain, which is a next generation public blockchain that enables transactions worldwide between people and businesses. So this exchange will complement their already massive user base to start building projects on top of the crypto.com chain. Now this might remind you of something very similar to that of the Binance chain. Now, if we look at the Binance coin or the BNB coin, right now it's sitting at a market cap of $6 billion. When they launched, they were just a couple cents at 3 cents or 3.9 cents, as you can see, and have grown over 103,000% since then. And they did this not during a massive bull run, but during the bear market. Yes, the Binance coin grew during the bear market, and that is with help and thanks from their Binance Smart Chain, or the Binance chain. Sitting at a price of $40 right now, this token, which initially created just as a simple way to save fees when trading on Binance, has become much more since then. And I believe that Crypto.com, or the Crypto.com token, has the potential to do the same thing with the launch of the Crypto.com chain. Crypto.com, which has a name that doesn't really roll off the tongue because you have to say the .com with every single time you say the name, is aiming to bring mass adoption to crypto as well, because they're looking to bring cryptocurrency to absolutely everyone on earth. So right now they have a range of different Visa credit cards that you're able to use everywhere Visa is accepted. And the great thing about it is that they don't have a yearly or monthly fee. You simply have to purchase Crow or their Crow token and then stake it. And now the magic with this is that by purchasing Crow and staking it, you have to lock up those funds for a set period of time in order to qualify for the different tiers of cards that they have. And in doing so, people have to purchase the Crow token, therefore driving up the price. So as more and more people get onboarded onto the platform and start staking their Crow tokens, the more expensive Crow is going to get, and the more expensive it's going to be to stake and purchase this Crow to sign up for these cards. So if there was ever a better time to get a Crypto.com card, it would probably be right now. Now the cards come with a variety of different perks depending on which tier you sign up for. Now the maximum tier, the Obsidian tier that they have right now, gives you up to 8% back in Crow rewards when spending with the card. Yes, you have to stake 5 million Crow, which isn't a ton right now. I would say the middle to low tier cards are more than enough for most people that want to simply spend their cryptocurrency in the real world. Remember, you're able to use this card pretty much anywhere you can use a Visa credit card. You also do get advantages with the Obsidian card, like a private jet partnership, 10% discount on all Airbnb and Expedia listings, as well as their private clients treatment section. So I'm sure you'll get additional features like that, as well as regular things that you would get with a credit card or a high-end credit card, like rewards, like airport lounge access, and so on. And again, this brings the mass real-world adoption to cryptocurrency because you're able to use and spend your crypto without losing out on the advantages that you have from using your credit card when traveling or spending. These credit cards, in addition to earning interest on your cryptocurrency by staking through their crypto earn platform, so you can lock up your cryptocurrency, whichever you have, USDT, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and so on, you can stake it on their platform and then earn interest on that. Again, this is an entire ecosystem that they're working on here to provide pretty much every use case that you need with spending and using your cryptocurrency and earning interest on it on one single platform. They also have an app that allows you to pay using your phone or using these QR codes to pay for things online or in the real world using your cryptocurrency on your phone. So you don't even need the credit card to do this. Now, as an actual e-commerce store owner myself, for many years I've worked in the e-commerce industry, working in sales, working in marketing and development. I understand how massive the e-commerce world is and how massive retail actually is. You don't realize how much money is being spent on a daily basis around the world on things like t-shirts, clothing, homeware, groceries, and pretty much anything you can spend your money on happens at scale every single day. And if we can bring the world of crypto to that that and get a slice of those payments in the crypto world, that'll grow the ecosystem so much faster. So with a market cap right now of only $1.6 billion, it does put Crypto.com at the 28th rank, but it wouldn't surprise me if they do start scaling up this rank and moving towards the top 15, maybe even top 10 cryptocurrencies with what they have planned for 2021. They, very much like Travala, as I spoke about before, believe in collaboration rather than competition and have been working on partnerships left, right, and center all the time, and in fact have actually partnered with the previous cryptocurrency that I spoke about, Travala.com, and they've worked to drive cryptocurrency mass adoption. Over 1 million users of the Crypto.com app can now gain up to 40% off of over 2 million hotels and accommodations in 230 countries. I also didn't mention that the team of Travala.com does actually have a powerhouse of members behind them, like Steve, who worked as a senior manager at Booking.com, as well as being the former CEO of Restaurants.com. So there's quite a few big names behind these projects. They are working very, very hard at working on these integrations, partnerships, and so on to increase their reach and increase their mass adoption. And ultimately, what we want, increase the price of their token. Because if you're in cryptocurrency, what are you looking to do this? You're looking to make money, right? That is probably the number one goal of many people who are investing in cryptocurrency. That's why you say you're investing in it, because you're looking to gain something out of it. You're looking to make money from these projects. You're not purchasing these tokens just for the fun of it. You're purchasing them in the hopes of potentially selling them and making money in the future, or eventually spending them in a way like Crypto.com allows you through their app and through their debit and credit card. Maybe sometime in the future, if you're following along on this channel, we will all be using cryptocurrency as our base form of payment, and fiat currency would have collapsed. That would be the hope, right? We're looking to advance and revolutionize the financial system as we know it here with cryptocurrency. So those are the 3 tokens that I have for you guys today. If you want another altcoin video like this, please leave a comment down below and I'll make another one. I have tons of these gems and potential moonshots to share with you guys, so if you want to hear about them, please leave a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button and the like button if you haven't yet, and as always, I shall see you in the next video. Cheers.